Welcome to this week's episode of Your Stock Request for the 24th of August. Hi, I'm Michael Gable, Managing Director at Fairmont Equities. Your Stock Request is the weekly video where I take your requests and analyse the share price charts. This week we have Instac Pivot, Accent Group, Ventia Services, Telstra and Northern Star Resources. So if you have a request, please send it through. Make sure you're getting the free newsletter, but my best stock tips come out every Tuesday in the Dynamic Investor Report, so make sure you are getting that report. But if you do enjoy these videos, we'd love you to share them on social media or even leave us a review. Our main business is in portfolio management, so if you'd like to help me manage your portfolio with you, then please give me a call. And all the advice here is general only. So this is a daily chart of Instac Pivot. So we've looked at this one a couple of times with the reversals, firstly in the Dynamic Investor, and then I think I did one of these videos again on the gap up. So, heading the right way after those reversal signals, hitting resistance. So a very obvious level of resistance here that it hit, eased back, so declined after hitting resistance, but I can see that the volumes are very low on the way down. So we can't say that the bears have been in control at all. And then it looks like now it's starting to turn higher again. So it looks like it wants to head higher. If it can basically break this line here, then you'll have an inverse head and shoulders. And basically if you try to extrapolate out a target, you sort of measure that depth, stick it on there, and you get a potential target of 360 if it breaks that line. Okay, Accent Group. So we had this one recently in the Dynamic Investor. So we're looking at sort of bullish divergence here, and then there was a clear level of resistance where it was building up just under 180. So the crack above 180 was that buy signal. And as we can see, it's been trending nicely since then, very sustainable. So your little consolidation, rallies for a couple of days, sideways consolidation, starting to move higher again. So doing all the right things. And in terms of a trailing stop, because you've got these higher lows, I just look for the recent higher low as the stop level. This would have been your initial stop level. Now that it's done this, that's your stop level, and so on. Okay, VNT. So if we zoom out here, okay, so there was a bit of an uptrend there. This big reversal here would have been the sell signal. So you've got this big day down on volume, spike in volume, and it took out that low. And as we could see, even for the few days afterwards, it struggled to get back above that level. So, the uptrend is over, heading down now, sliding lower. Look, there could be some support potentially around this sort of 270 region, but too early to be buying this one. We need to see if it can bounce off that support level first. Okay, Telstra. So we had an uptrend here that's obviously now broken. We could see it clearly heading lower. Big volume on the way down here. So volume's picked up on the way down. A lot more volatility now. We had this bounce here because it was oversold in the short term, but it just didn't follow through. So I think, the risk is to the downside at best. It can go sideways before recovering, but I'd say the risk is more to the downside on Telstra. Okay, and Northern Star. So we've got sort of this recent decline. We could see it's come back to this February low. At the moment, it seems to be bouncing off that. So potential area of support. The other thing is we can see sort of buy signal on the RSI. So it became oversold and went back up, same as what we saw in February before you got a bit of a move. I mean, I don't know how far this bounce can go. Maybe it only goes here, maybe it goes all the way back up here, but it does look like it's bouncing off that support. So still represents potential opportunity if you run a tight stop. Okay, that's all for this week. If you have a request, send it through and I'll try to cover it next Thursday for you.